Good morning. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, and it's been um, a couple of days. I had one of my chosen family over, and we were talking, and I can't remember why we got on this subject, but one of the things that happened when I was little was brought up. And if you've ever seen the show Roseanne, which the maternal figure was obsessed with that show, probably still is. Um, I love the show. Um, it's a comfort for me. So if I'm having an anxiety attack, I put on the show Roseanne or The Connors or I Love Lucy, and it helps. But I don't know if you guys remember, there was an episode where Darlene and Becky had been fighting. Um, there's a lot of episodes like that, but this one in particular, they're fighting so much that um, they're, I think they were trying to like put a line down the room or something. Um, and they were downstairs and they were like trying to tattle on each other to Roseanne. And Roseanne was like, "That's it. You guys need to fight to the death," right? It was really funny. And they just, both Darlene and Becky are like, okay, you know. Um, when I was little, after that episode, uh, with narcissistic families, they pit the siblings against each other. So my sibling and I were pitted against each other. Big time, especially that sibling. We would fight constantly. Um, she was rewarded with praise and affection when she was crappy to me. And it was awful. So we fought all the time. And we had been arguing, and I remember we were in the living room and the maternal figure was like, "That's it, fight." And we were like, "What?" Like, we stopped and she's like, "Fight, fight." And we were like, "The hell," you know? She made us fight, like, made us physically fight each other. I remember slapping and, like, I don't think we punched each other, but we were both crying. And I remember the maternal figure getting so angry because I think it didn't work out the way that she had wanted it to. Like, she thought that it was going to work out the way that the sitcom, you know, had it work out. And with us, like, we're told something, and if we don't do it, we know the consequences are severe. Like, severe. So we fought. And I just remember the entire time being like, I don't want to hurt my sibling. I don't want to do that. I don't want to fight. If anything, I just want to smack the crap out of the maternal figure, but I was a child, you know? It's so sick. These things that happened. And I was telling my chosen family this, like, I didn't realize how severe the abuse was until almost 3 years ago when I started talking about it. And I had been in a large support group, and it was done online and via Zoom. And so when I would speak about things, I have a tendency to either look off because I'm like reliving it, or close my eyes and I'm reliving it. Um, when I would look back at the screen, there were one of two reactions from um, fellow survivors. Either their jaw was dropped, they're looking at me like this, right, after I tell a story, or they were crying. Like, that was the vast majority of reactions. And it wasn't until that had happened a few times after a few stories that I was like, oh, Like, this was really bad. Like, it was really bad. So, I think my point of this today is, if you're a lifelong survivor, these things shaped you, but they don't have to continue to shape you, right? You have to work through them. And this is one that I've talked about in therapy. I've talked about with my chosen family. I've talked about with friends. Um, I've relived flashbacks like crazy, but and I'm not done. Like, I'm not done processing it, but I am learning. I am learning in the middle of processing all of this to find those moments of happiness and joy again. Because this shit it's heavy. It's always been heavy. It's always been heavy. I was just really good at masking it. Like, really good. But I can't do that anymore. That's super unhealthy. So, if you can relate to this, I'm sorry you can relate to this. It does get better. Just keep up with the healing. No matter what, keep up with the healing. Keep talking about it. You don't have to do what I'm doing and, like, do everything publicly and whatnot. But the people that you trust, the people that you love, let them in on this stuff. My chosen family, they were so sweet. This member of my chosen family, and said, I'm so sorry that you went through that. And I have a lot of guilt over that, which I need to work on, because